Hey guys, first regardsman here, and so I'll be talking about the upcoming champion packs for Space Marine 2 and patch 10.0 and beyond. Now, the August community update did showcase the new Black Templar Bulwark skin. They stated here that the first class to receive a champion as part of the Season 2 pass is the Bulwark. We know how much you enjoy this class, so we naturally want to pair as one of the most appreciated chapters from the grimdark future, the Black Templars. In addition, the Black Templars champion pack brings a unique skin for the Power Sword, as well as a Storm Shield and a unique chapter banner. Now, having a champion skin for the Bulwark twice now is kind of interesting, but the thing I really wanted to talk about here is that they've talked about the champion skin customization coming. They say, moreover, champion skin customization is now available. You can mix the various armor parts of the champions. For instance, you can put the Dark Angel's champion's helmet on an Assault Marine and mix it with the Imperial Fists champion's pauldron. However, please note that not every armor part will be available for mixing in every class. For example, the Dark Angel's champion's helmet can't be equipped on the sniper, but don't hesitate to try the boldest combinations. So champion packs for a long time in this game felt rather overpriced, and really you couldn't change anything about them. This is basically an overhaul or rework to the champion skin customization that we have so far, and the more important thing here is that all upcoming champion skins that we see in this Year 2 plan, stuff like the Iron Hands update, the Raven Guard, Blood Angels, these champion packs are going to be worth more going forward because they should presumably benefit from this new customization feature unless you mix and match parts. So I'm really excited to see what they do with the champion packs overall, and also talk about this redacted one here, because we do have a champion pack in patch 14 quarter 2 that will have a redacted version. We don't actually know what this is yet, but a lot of people think that this will be Blood Ravens because Dawn of War 4 was announced a little while back, and we don't know the official release date for it yet, but if they're hiding that for like a crossover event, that would be pretty cool. Now, the next thing I want to talk about here is the Chaos Armor Pack. This is stated to be coming for free, and that you'll finally be able to change the armor set of your Heretic Astartes in PvP, but you have to unlock the set first. Each class will require you to score a certain amount of kills per match to unlock the corresponding skin. Now, first off, I think having unlockable sets through gameplay is very good for a game's longevity. Halo Reach did this phenomenally well by combining the PvP and PvE modes for the same credit system, or basically you play Firefight or the PvP Slayer and stuff like that, and also unlock armor for both. That is pretty cool. Space Marine 2 kind of has that in the sense that you can level up your classes and then combine their armor bits from the operations and PvP and wear them in both. That's pretty interesting. However, unfortunately, these new champion skins will not be coming to the PvE operations, according to Saber Interactive, because Games Workshop said no. It seems they really don't want to go that far and have like a Night Lords or Black Legion's champion running around the PvE operations, because canonically, you are Ultramarines, you are Knight Titus or Captain Titus or Lieutenant Titus. Not Knight Titus, that's from the new Fallout show. But the point is that they don't want to have you playing as things like Night Lords or Black Legion or Death Guard in these operations, and I don't really buy that as a reasoning, to be honest, because you can kind of already make these post-heresy chapters in-game anyways. I don't know if having a Night Lord skin running around with Ultramarine voice lines would take me out of it that much more than like a Buzz Lightyear Marine around me, but that's just me. Unfortunately, James Workshop said no, that's just the way it has to be, but maybe one day in the future they'll change their mind, but I wouldn't hold my breath. Now, as far as a new armor customization coming to PvE goes, we do see the new Phobos helmet here from the Stratagems PvE mode. Now, Stratagems are the new PvE operations-based things that are going to be having these new modifiers and such like that on top of the new Accolades currency, which will be spent in an Accolades store that will expand upon the Data Vault. And the Data Vault has been in dire need of a rework for quite a while, and having unlockable armor, like I mentioned previously, through in-game methods is a pretty healthy way to expand the game's customization options. And currently, Phobos helmets on the Vanguard especially are positively cursed in this game, so having a proper one would be pretty damn cool. And we'll also be seeing the same Twitch drops from prior patches or prior Twitch drop campaigns be coming to this new Accolade store, where you can purchase things like the Sergeant Matoris breastplate, the Mark 8 Errant helmet, and stuff like that. Now, I'm not a big fan of Twitch drops in general. They will be coming back for this patch as well. I've mentioned this a little bit previously, that you will be able to pick up things like the Mark X Skull breastplate, the Mark X Pristine Aquila breastplate, and the Porphyr Shield Power Axe skin as well between September 4th and September 18th. I imagine once this whole campaign ends, you will be able to pick these up in the store as well, like some months down the road. But overall, I don't think Twitch drops are like a very good way to get cosmetics in games. I don't think most people enjoy sitting there in a stream and just watching somebody else. They might even like play a game they want to play themselves, and just to get like a new cosmetic. I mean, it's good for creators, but like honestly, I'd rather have every single customization piece be in the game itself for people to unlock. And that's why I think that this is not the healthiest easiest way to implement some of these, but you know, as long as they come eventually, I guess that's better than nothing. Now, as far as stratagems and things like the heroic weapon variants go, I do want to mention these a little bit again because these variants, I'm not sure how different they will actually function as weapons, but it does sound like the heroic weapon tier will be a completely new tier, period, for all weapons. So you might see variants like this because, here, let me just read through this real quick. Hero weapon variants will also be implemented. These variations can be exchanged against accolades from playing the stratagems mode, more on that new mode below. They fall in a new mastery tier named Heroic, which is even more powerful than Relic. For example, here's the Xenophase Blade, the heroic version of the Power Sword, and the Combi Melta, the heroic version of the Bolt Rifle. Now, they say, for example, here, which makes it sound like there's going to be a version of these for every single weapon in the game. Now, I don't expect their movesets will change much at all, let alone their animations, but if you have like a new cosmetic option for every single weapon in the entire game based on this new tier, that would be pretty cool. And it seems like the new cosmetic variety is quite substantial because a Xenophase Blade is significantly different to a normal Power Sword, and a Combi Melta Gun is significantly different to a normal bolt rifle. So hopefully we see this for every weapon. Now it is confirmed here, however, are the Imperial Fist cosmetic packs that are coming. The Imperial Fist is the first returning chapter of this year's Season Pass 2. Complete your champion pack with over 40 new cosmetics and heraldry markings inspired by 7 of their successor chapters, including Celestial Lions, Hammers of Dorn, Invaders, Red Templars, Sons of the Phoenix, Subjugators, and Crimson Fist. Now, funnily enough, the number 1 markings missing from like 99% of chapters in this game are knee markings and some of their shoulder markings, but like knee markings in Space Marine 2 are severely lacking, so that's usually what they sell you in these little packs here. Now, something that's kind of goofy is that Crimson Fist are kind of already in the game, so it looks like they're just adding in like a new shade of blue here for them, which is kind of stupid to be honest, but I don't really care all that much. These packs aren't too expensive, but the Celestial Lions is what I'm really looking forward to. If you're unaware, these guys did get tragically murdered by the Inquisition, or excuse me, Orc snipers that like killed them all. Very, very tragic, but Celestial Lions have like the best drip of all these guys in my opinion, with their gold here and blue. That's pretty much all there is for the cosmetic packs and champion packs coming. Now, it does seem that Saber Interactive is really making a huge effort to actually increase the customization in this game, which is good, and unlocking the Twitch drops, like I mentioned previously, for the Accolades store is a very nice quality of life change, and overall, it does seem like Saber Interactive is making huge strides and working with the community to make everybody have a better time and customization experience. And on top of all of this, guys, I did mention this in my other video the other day, that there will be a progression update in the Year 2 battle plan. What this entails, we do not know. This could be purely leveling, but hopefully we get some interesting progression updates for armor and stuff like that too. That would be pretty cool, and hopefully the progression updates or the armor unlocks in the future are better than like the red and blue weapons we got in the siege mode, or like the really, really boring silver bronze things we got for like some of the weapons. Pretty terrible in the siege mode unlocks, but I digress. Point is, let me know what you're looking forward to the most of all these champion packs. The Black Templars here, Blood Angels, Raven Guard, the Redacted here, Iron Hands chapter pack, which will surely be tied to the Tech Marine class and give him his own champion skin. If anybody actually expected the Carcharodons to actually get a cosmetic pack, if you can pronounce that right, and the Salamanders and the Imperial Fist, which, you know, I'm a huge Imperial Fist fan, so I'm really looking forward to this. But that's pretty much all there is from me today. I know this is pretty much just me ranting and raving about cosmetics, but hey, cosmetics are fundamental to 40k in general. If you're a huge 40k fan, you understand the need for armor pieces, even though a lot of people don't like Primaris Marines that much, but to be honest, I don't hate them, and I'm looking forward to a lot of this. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and as always, if you like content like this, subscribe for more, and take it easy. Bye.